Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for standing by, and good evening. Thank you for joining Sohu's second quarter 2025 earnings conference call. At this time, all participants are in the listen-only mode. After management's prepared remarks, there will be a question-and-answer session. Today's conference call is being recorded. If you have any objections, you may disconnect at this time. I'd now like to turn the conference over to your host for today's conference call, Huang Pu, Investor Relations Director of Sohu. Please go ahead.
Thanks, Operator. Thank you for joining us to discuss Sohu's second quarter 2025 results. On the call are Chairman and Chief Executive Officer Dr. Charles Zhang, CFO Joanna Lv, and Vice President of Finance James Deng. Also with us are Changyou CEO Dewen Chen and CFO Yaobin Wang. Before management begins their prepared remarks, I would like to remind you of the company's safe harbor statement in connection with today's conference call. Except for the historical information contained herein, the matters discussed on this call may contain forward-looking statements. These statements are based on current plans, estimates, and projections, and therefore, you should not place undue reliance on them. Forward-looking statements involve inherent risks and uncertainties. We caution you that a number of important factors could cause actual results to differ materially from those contained in any forward-looking statements. For more information about the potential risks and uncertainties, please refer to the company's filings with the Securities and Exchange Commission, including the most recent annual report on Form 20-F. With that, I will now turn the call over to Dr. Charles Zhang. Charles, please proceed.
Thanks, Huang Pu, and thank you everyone for joining our call. In the second quarter of 2025, our marketing services revenues were in line with our expectations, while our online game revenues and bottom line performance hit the high end of our guidance. For the Sohu Media platform, we continue to focus on refining products, enhancing the operation of our social networks, and improving synergies across our product matrix. During the quarter, we hosted differentiated events that not only attracted numerous participants with shared interests, but also encouraged them to build social connections and interact vibrantly with each other on our platform. With these efforts, we were able to increase our user engagement, further consolidate our brand influence, and capture more monetization opportunities. Our online games delivered solid results, underpinned by our dedication to serving users' needs through compelling new content and continued optimization of our games. Before going through each business unit in more detail, let me first give you a quick overview of our financial performance. For the second quarter of 2025, total revenues were $126 million, down 27% year-over-year and 7% quarter-over-quarter. Marketing services revenues were $16 million, down 21% year-over-year and up 14% quarter-over-quarter. Online game revenues were $106 million, down 28% year-over-year and 10% quarter-over-quarter. GAAP net loss attributable to Sohu.com Limited was $20 million, compared with a net loss of $38 million in the second quarter of 2024, and a net income of $182 million in the first quarter of 2025. Non-GAAP net loss attributable to Sohu.com Limited was $20 million, compared with a net loss of $34 million in the second quarter of last year, and a net loss of $16 million in the first quarter of 2025. Now I'll go through our key businesses in more detail. First, Sohu Media platform. We kept optimizing our products and refining operations while continuing to enhance its social features. We actively hosted diverse and distinctive events and activities, generated plenty of premium content, and stimulated social distributions and improved the interactive experience inherent in our product matrix. These robustly supported the thriving development of our online communities. This quarter, building on last year's success, we continue to expand our influence in the area of K-pop and Chinese customer Hanfu by hosting a series of attractive events and competitions. For example, in June, in K-pop, we launched the 2025 Sohu K-pop Dancing Festival, the Wudao Fenqiao Daxai, we do it every year, which attracted the participation of numerous K-pop enthusiasts and quickly became a blockbuster event in the field of K-pop dancing. Further, in July, we held a special K-pop random dancing event with K-pop superstars Vision with the NCT, the South Korean NCT SM Entertainment, which also gained significant traction. During the quarter, we also hosted the 2025 Chinese costume model competition, which has completed almost 80 contests in nearly 30 regions in China so far this year. In addition, we continue to explore new verticals. In June, we held the first salute to the Ultimate Explorer, Sohu Jixian Tanzuozhe Dahui, attracting lots of outdoor Ultimate Explorer broadcasters, self-media hosts, and celebrities who share their insights through speeches and panel discussions. These events not only provided opportunities for participants to connect and communicate, but also stimulated them to actively interact with each other on our platform in the longer term. With these, we were able to successfully enhance user metrics and foster a vibrant social atmosphere. In terms of leading IP, the physics class, my physics class, is continuing to deliver cutting-edge physics knowledge to a wide range of audiences under various scenarios. During the quarter, July, and myself conducted several high-end dialogues with Nobel laureates and famous, well-known, highly achieved physicists and entrepreneurs in topics range from physics knowledges to the latest industry trends and social interest, promoting a multidimensional dissemination of Sohu's brand influence and attracting greater traffic to our platform. These competitions and live broadcasting events not only brought vitality and premium content to our platform, but also brought us more exposure and recognition from advertisers, providing us with additional monetization opportunities. Leveraging the advantages of our product matrix and our brand influence, we were able to satisfy the needs of advertisers by delivering differentiated marketing solutions through targeted campaigns. Next, turning to our online game business. During the quarter, our online game business performed well, with revenues reaching the high end of our guidance. In our PC game businesses, we launched an expansion pack regular TLBB PC to celebrate its 18th anniversary, as well as various events for the Dragon Boat Festival, which received an enthusiastic response from the community. We fully upgraded the skill enhancement system of TLBB Vintage to refresh the combat experience of players of each clan, and we celebrated 8th anniversary of Legacy TLBB Mobile with an expansion pack filled with diverse gameplay and generous rewards, effectively increasing player engagement. Next quarter, we will continue to launch expansion packs and the content updates for the TLBB series and other titles to further keep players engaged. Amid intensifying market competition and growing user demand for the quality and innovation, we will advance our top games strategy anchored in user-centric principles. By continuously optimizing our research and development system, we aim to enhance the efficiency and product success rate. Specifically in product offerings, we are actively exploring opportunities to unlock the potential of our TLBB IP. Meanwhile, building upon our core strengths in MMORPGs, we are diversifying into multiple types of games, including card-based RPGs, sports games, and casual games, as well as expanding our offerings for global markets. Now, I would like to give an update on ongoing share repurchase program. As of July 31st this year, 2025, Sohu had repurchased 6.6 million ADS for an aggregated cost of approximately $83 million. So about more than half of the total commitment. Yeah. With that, I will now turn the call over to Joanna, our CFO.
Thank you, Charles. I will now walk you through the key financials of our major segments for the second quarter of 2025. All the numbers on the non-GAAP basis. You may find a reconciliation of non-GAAP to GAAP measures on our IR website. For Sohu Media Platform, quarterly revenues $19 million compared with $24 million in the same quarter last year. Quarterly operating loss was $69 million compared with an operating loss $72 million in the same quarter last year. For Changyou, quarterly revenues $107 million compared with $148 million in the same quarter last year. Quarterly operating profit was $51 million compared with operating profit $32 million in the same quarter last year. For third quarter of 2025, we expect marketing services revenues to be between $40 million and $50 million. This implies annual decrease of 20% to 25% and a sequential decrease of 4% to 10%. Online game revenues to be between $107 million and $117 million. This implies annual decrease of 8% to 16% and a sequential increase of 1% to 10%. Both non-GAAP and GAAP net loss attributable to Sohu.com Limited to be between $25 million and $35 million. This forecast reflects Sohu's management's current and preliminary view, which is subject to substantial uncertainty. This concludes our prepared remarks. Operator, we would now like to open the call to questions.
Thank you. We will now begin the question and answer session. To ask a question now, please press *11 on your telephone and wait for your name to be announced. To withdraw your question, please press *11 again. Please stand by while we compile the Q&A roster. We will now take our first question from the line of Thomas Chong at Jefferies. Please go ahead, Thomas.
Hi, good evening. Thanks, management, for taking my question. First of all, may I ask about our marketing services revenue? We talk about our marketing services revenue basically largely in line with the low end of the previous guidance. And we saw that in Q3, it seems that the advertising revenue is still suffering some sequential weaknesses. I just want to get some color from management with regard to our thoughts about the recent advertising sentiment. Is there any changes or deterioration because of the macro uncertainties? Any color that can be shared about the trend of different categories like auto, IT, FMCG, these categories? That's on the marketing services part. And then on AI part, can management comment about how AI is applied into our operations in advertising and gaming? And are we also using our own model or third-party models? And then lastly, regarding the share buyback program, can management share about other than a share buyback program? Are we thinking of any other capital return like a dividend or other program to shareholders? Thank you.
Okay. All right, Thomas. So the question about the forecast of the future Q3 advertising situation, yes, it's kind of there's a weakness because of the macroeconomic situation is not that good, and a lot of uncertainties, and also the downgrade of consumptions because of people just don't have less disposable income to buy things, and also the competition of companies, the profit margin is lower, and so they're more cautious in investing in marketing spending. And as to sectors, still our largest sector is the auto sector, and followed by FMCG and IT services. For auto sectors, it's now kind of stabilized with the price war is getting steady, and it's the new energy. I mean, electric cars market share is expanding, while the luxury cars and also joint ventures are kind of shrinking. So with this kind of market situation, we have this unique events and IPs and created or to launch a kind of a unique events and combined with our online properties to have some kind of unique marketing opportunities, so that they do spend still on Sohu. That's about this. So we're trying to so the whole macroeconomic situation is really not that good, but since our advertising market share is very small, so if we are successful in our social media platform, we will just get a larger share. So we hope, but that will not happen in the next few quarters. We'll just continue to build our user base. As to your second question about the AI application, I think it's improved, especially in the online game part, right? It does improve the efficiency, productivity online game. But for the media platform and the social networks, it helps to help our users to to get answers or get results with a search capability on each app. So now people are actually doing information search on each separate apps, not. So we using the AI to improve the AI answering capability of the Sohu Video and the Sohu News app. But that two apps mostly social networks. Now we turn it into a social network platform. So the AI help is only marginal. Right. So we are using the open source language model, and then build on that, to develop on that. So we're using various models, a large language model. About share buyback, yes, we are halfway into it, over $83 million already consumed, and we don't have any plan to have other investment or capital investment, because we are fighting a major user base building and social network war. So we need a war chest to fight, to do the battle. Yeah, I hopefully I answer your question.
Got it. Thank you, Charles, for the detailed answer. Thank you.
Thank you.
Right.
Our next question comes from the line of Alicia Yap from Citigroup. Please ask your question, Alicia.
Oh, hi. Good evening. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Hello, can you hear me? Okay. All right. Good evening, management.
Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah, Alicia.
Okay. Yeah. Good evening, Charles and management. Thanks for taking my questions. A few questions from me. First is that Just wondering if you can share with us when should we expect the loss from the marketing service revenue to last? In other words, do you have a break-even timing that you can share with us? This is the first question. Second question is related to the gaming guidance. It seems like sequentially we are guiding a sequential increase. So if management can elaborate a little bit the reasons for the sequential improvement on the game revenue. And then the third question is, I think, Charles, on your opening remark, you mentioned a little bit on those like K-pop or these events. So just wondering how those events actually able to help you accelerate your user growth for your Sohu app. I mean, Sohu user app. Sohu app user
base. Sure.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, thank you. That's all my questions. Yeah.
Well, so the as I said, with the current this traditional internet media platform, it's very for this kind of user base, or it's very hard to break even, especially when we actually have three products that we're focusing on three products. So it's kind of a multiple battlefield, so three battlefields to fight. That's why, and since all the social network products and the user base growth is non-linear, it could hit a critical mass that it explode or grow exponentially, and sometimes in the future, and we don't know what that critical point is, so we don't know. So until that happens, before that, I don't think we will be able to break even, because we have 我们战线拉得很宽，我们3条战线啊，所以 yeah, we don't know, but we hope. I hope I'm optimistic. I'm hopeful. I'm optimistic that I'm confident that it will happen. The critical point for social network to break, to grow. As to the game sequential increase, yeah.
第二个题是关于第三季度指引环比增长的原因是什么？
是因为第三季度我们之前的老游戏相对稳定，同时我们在7月25号为天龙端游推出了一个新版本《天龙八部归来》，它会带来一些收入的增量。
The old games are expected to perform relatively stable during the third quarter, and we also rolled out a new version, a new game for TLBB PC on the 25th of July, which is called TLBB 归来 or TLBB Return in English. We expect the new game will bring some addition of revenue.
Yeah, 归来。Well, K-pop event is just like the Hanfu event and other, yeah, and also the third question. All these events are community builders, because when people actually this competition is continued in the whole year competition and the events, and then people get to know each other and people to become users and broadcasters or self-media. People get into your communities by groups, right? So now we are the Sohu video 关注流 is the most top K-pop platform in China. That's why when the South Korean pop K-pop teams, they're coming to China to do events after competitions among platforms, and then Sohu video is the designated or chosen platform to do that, because we are the number one in this field, and also in Hanfu, and we are building verticals after verticals and become the best in the verticals. and that helps us to consolidate or attract or user base.
I see. Thanks, Charles. Just follow up on that. Is there any revenue implication from this event that will contribute to already second quarter, or maybe it can carry forward to the third quarter? Yeah.
Yes, the revenue sponsorship for these events are unlike those physics class or other, unlike those ones. This is a secondary or less. I mean, it's not a priority, but we do get ad sponsorship, yes, for the K-pop and for the handful events.
I see.
But
okay. All right, great. Thank you.
Right.
I see. Thank you.
We rarely accept the top sponsor, like the name sponsor. We refuse the name sponsor. I mean the 总冠怎么样？总冠名称 title sponsorship, right? Yeah. Because our goal is to develop users and to market our brand, the product brand.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm showing no further questions, and with that, we conclude our conference call for today. Thank you for your participation. You may now disconnect your lines.